tovim. Good afternoon, chaverim, my friends. It's Cantor Moses, and I am so excited for this afternoon of our Tuesday Tefillah. Tefillah, of course, means our prayer. And wow, after all the holidays, I hope you and your families found some meaning in this crazy time we're living in. But hopefully you were able to have apples and honey and say you were sorry to your friends and your family. And maybe you even had some joy in a sukkah somewhere, even if you shared with me and the rabbi and Beata and your other classmates and teachers at Sunday school and at Hebrew school some of the joys of the holiday. And now we are in Bereshit, Parsha Bereshit, the beginning. So I am thrilled to just spend a little time this afternoon connecting to ourselves, connecting to whatever we think of as God. Maybe to you, God is nature. Maybe to you, God is music and friendship and being kind and good and feeling loved. And that's all those things to me are God and God-like. So we're just going to spend some moments singing together, praying together, learning about our tradition and these beautiful prayers that we have been singing over and over and over, generation after generation, which links you to your parents and your grandparents and your grandparents' parents and your grandparents' parents' parents' parents and parents, and all the way back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, Rachel. We're going to sing and learn and pray about these ancestors. So today, as always, we are going to follow these blessings. And today I thought we'd start right at the Baruch Hu. And usually when we're together, I invite each class to be leaders. But I think wherever you are, we're all leaders right now in this moment. So I would ask you to stand with your class if you're at home, which you probably are, but you're with your class even at home. And we'll rise and we'll sing the Baruch Hu together. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Sing and bow. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach Le'olam be seated, and we're going to read this together. Prayer is the way we speak to God. Sometimes we pray alone, sometimes we pray with others, sometimes we pray out loud, and sometimes we pray silently. Sometimes we pray with our words, sometimes we pray with our deeds. Sometimes we say our prayers, and sometimes we sing them. However we choose to pray God, we pray you will always hear us. And here is our first blessing for creation, right? You see on the little margin here, right? Our little cheat sheet of the order of our blessings. We just did the Baruch Hu, and in a couple moments, we're going to sing our Shema prayer. And whenever we sing the Shema prayer, it says right here, Shema u'virchotecha, means the Shema and its blessings. And if you remember, there are three blessings that we always say with the Shema. And the first blessing is the blessing for creation. So we chant, Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMeorot. And now we have the second theme, Ahava Rabbah. What is Ahava? We were talking about that. Ahava is love. Rabbah means great and big. A great big love what was given to us in love? The Torah. The Torah was given to the Jewish people in love. And so we say this blessing for revelation, what was revealed to us. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher b'amo Yisrael be'ahava. And today, my friends, I remembered for Tefillah to wear my beautiful prayer shawl. And when we wear our prayer shawl before we recite our Shema prayer, we gather the four corners of the talit, representing the four corners of all the Jewish people on earth, in the world, but also representing all humanity, reminding us that we come together as we give our testament that God is one, and actually we are one. And some people close their eyes to concentrate on the oneness of God. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Then we sing in a quieter voice, and we sing in a quieter voice because it is thought that the ancient Levites, the ancient priests who went into the Holy of Holies in the temples would sing this blessing right at the holiest place in all of Jerusalem. And they would sing, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vahed. And then we would sing the paragraphs of the Shema. What is this telling us to do? To love God with all of our heart, with all of our soul, with all of our might. Even if we just took those three first phrases in Hebrew, Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha. That's our heart, our lev. U'v'chol nafshecha. That is our soul, our nefesh. U'v'chol meodecha. That's our might. Ve'hayu hadivarim ha'ele. All these things, what do? Asher anochi mitzavcha hayom alivavecha. God is giving us all these things to show our love. Veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam beshivtecha bebeitacha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha. And all these things that I'm teaching you, that God is teaching you, you shall speak. And you shall sit with them in your homes, and you shall teach them to your children on your way into the world. When you lay down and when you rise up. Ukshartam leot al yadecha ve'ayu letotafot beineinecha uchtabtam amezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. And here that paragraph is talking about some people who wear tefillin right on our hands and on our eyes, and you can find a word in here, mezuzot, and to keep these teachings in the mezuzah that you put on your beitecha, on your house, and on your gates, that you will go into the world with all this goodness. Leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'nitem kidoshim leloechem. And all these things that I give you and all these good deeds, these mitzvot, you will be holy just like God is holy. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim li'olachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. And that final paragraph, we're going to sing about it now because God took us out of Mitzrayim for us to be free, to be like God, to continue God's work. Mwah. And of course, now we're at our third blessing, our blessing for redemption, when we were redeemed from being slaves. And we sing together. Mi chamocha. Who is like you, God? Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha my friends, we did our Shema and the three blessings, and now we get to let's do this paragraph. This is the last part of our redemption prayer where we say God is like a rock, Sur Yisrael. So if you're just learning Hebrew, we have transliteration so you can practice, but it's really important for you to look at the Hebrew and say, oh, I recognize those words. Look, these three words are exactly the same. Sur Yisrael, Kuma Bezrat Yisrael, Uvdechinu Mecha Yuda veYisrael, Go Aleinu Adonai Tzvaot Shemo, Kedosh, what's that word? Yisrael. And watch again, Baruch Atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. So here we just sang our redemption prayer, but still we're asking, please God, continue to redeem us, Ga'al Yisrael, and be our tzur, be our rock, even through difficult times. We can do hard things, like changing the tefillah on the screen. Okay, and here we are, my friends, to our tefillah prayer. So we did our sort of soul prep, right? And we sang the Shema, and now, as we know in our tradition, the Amidah prayer during the weekday, it has 19 blessings within, and on Shabbat, it has 7. That's right. You can remember for the 6 days of creation and the 7th day of Shabbat. And we rise from where we are, and we're going to sing the 3 first blessings. And you can see on the side in Hebrew, it has our kavanah, which is time to repair. This is our opening. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blessings. And then tefillat halev, which means an added prayer right from our hearts. So let's do these first 3 blessings out loud together. We take 3 steps back to sort of center ourselves, and 3 steps forward, symbolizing I am ready to show God all of me, all the good parts, all the challenging parts, the things that I want to work on, and the things that I am so grateful in my life for. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Now, our blessing for our ancestors. You see here, our fathers and mothers, but not your own father and mother. Our patriarchs and our matriarchs. We're going to say their names. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Bekone Hakol, Vezocher Chaste Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei B'Lehem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah. So here we just did this blessing, but let's read together. Sometimes when I talk to God, I feel connected to something from long, long ago, something that makes me feel safe, that lets me know I am never alone. Ata gibor leolam Adonai, mechaye hakol atarav lehoshia, Mashiva ruach umorid hagashem, mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofeh cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishene afar michamocha ba'al givurot ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמנת לך החיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה hakol. So we just did our blessing for avot ve'imahot, and then we did the blessing for givurot, which means God's power. And now we do the Kadusha Prayer, the holiness prayer, that God is holy, and just as God is holy, we are holy in God's image. Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב היה נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר. Now this is the fun part where we get to rise on our tippy toes when we say the word holy, holy, holy. And that is Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Meloch ol haaretz, Kevodo. Adir, Adirenu Adonai, Adonenu Ma'adir Shimcha b'chol haaretz. Baruch Kevod Adonai Mimkomo. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu, hu Malkeinu, hu Moshienu, vehu Yashmienu, berachamav le'nei kol chai. Adi Adonai Elohechem, yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai yichzion, ledor vador, hallelujah. Ledor vador nagid golecha, ulenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nakdish, v'shivracha Eloheinu mipinu lo yamush, leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. That was a lot of Hebrew, right? Well, some of you who are almost becoming bar and bat mitzvah, you've probably been practicing that one. But that is a long prayer, and it kind of reminds us how hard it is to be holy, right? Just like God is. But then, my friends, you can see we have more blessings. Kedushat Hayom, the holiness of Shabbat. Avodah, the work of our heart, our prayers. And Hoda'ah, my favorite, is gratitude. And of course, we end with the most important blessing for Shalom. So my friends, we're going to skip those 3 blessings in here, but we're going to end with the blessing of Shalom today. Please sing with me and clap those hands. Oh, say Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, Be'alko Yisrael, Ve'iru, Amen. Ya'aseh Shalom, clap, clap. Ya'aseh Shalom, clap, clap. Shalom Aleinu, Be'alko Yisrael, Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, ve'alko Yisrael. We say in Hebrew, lehit ra'ot, which just means, I'll see you later, not goodbye, just a lehit ra'ot or shalom. Have a wonderful, safe, healthy rest of your week, and I'll see you all at Sunday school. Take care.